Sambanani dumelang abusheni machirona bude Goeiemorgen. Hello, my beautiful slay mamas. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and I'm a makeup artist for a company called Perfect Shades Cosmetics. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. And please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And please press that notification bell for every time I do post a new video. So you're getting married and you don't have the ideal look or how to apply your wedding makeup. So not to worry, because in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to apply bridal makeup that is beginner friendly, that is easy for you to apply in those terms of emergency when you cannot find a professional makeup artist. So stay tuned. Okay, so first things first, when you're a bride, you want to make sure your makeup stays on the whole day, especially now with COVID and wearing masks and everything. You want to ensure that your makeup will stay on your face. So therefore, I've already prepped my face in the morning. I have cleansed and I have just applied my serum, and I did not apply my moisturizer because I do not want my skin to be moist. I wanted it to be, you know, mattified to last me the whole day. Yes, our foundation is 24-hour wear, our makeup is 24-hour wear, but with the masks and everything in COVID, you would want to make sure that it would stay in place and not move at all. So first things first, I'm going to be using my setting spray, okay, my fixing spray, to just set my entire face before I apply my primer. Okay, that's enough. I'm going to wait for that to just dry out a little bit. Meanwhile, the next product that I'm going to be applying is our Photoshop primer. This is a necessity to hold your makeup in place and keep your face well controlled for the entire time. Okay, it is non-comedogenic and hypoallergenic, and it's got SPF 50, which is brilliant in terms of, you know, outdoors and stuff like that. So since, well, it's your wedding day, you do not want to get sunburned. So this is perfect for you to protect your skin and to also create a nice smooth layer for your makeup to sit on. Okay, so I'm going to apply a pea amount of primer on my face. I'm going to be using my hands. They are sanitized and clean. Make sure that your hands are clean and your brushes and everything. And then I'm going to just apply it all over my face, all the way down to my neck, because I'm going to be applying makeup there as well. You can see I'm also applying it over my eyelids. It's perfectly safe for you to use. I'm putting it over my eyelids because I've got very oily eyelids, and I'm just trying to, you know, control the oil on my eyelids and stuff before I start applying my makeup. Okay. Right, next step, I'm going to be applying my Shiloh Beauty Powder in color number 4, just to remove all the rest of the excess oil that is on my skin. Especially where you tend to get really oily, that's where you need to put like a lot of powder. I'm using the brush because I do not want to get really matte. I'm sure by now everybody knows that I don't like a matte look, so I'm using a brush so that I can just keep my skin not that mattified. But in terms of if you have very oily skin, you can just use your beauty blender and just damp it a little bit and just apply the powder all over your face, especially in places and areas where you turn to be really oily. I do not like matte look. I want to look dewy, so I use my brush. Okay, next step, I am going to be doing my brows. Now, the reason why I'm going to start by doing my brows instead of the rest of my makeup is because I'm going to be doing a bit of a cut crease there. And I just want to just say something. If you just do your eyes before you do your makeup, especially if you're not, good with makeup, or you're just a beginner, it is easy for you to clean up and just, continue with the rest of your face afterwards, rather than starting with the rest of your face and doing your eyes and messing your face, and you have to redo everything all over again. So I'm going to just start with doing my eyes. So first things first, I'm going to do my brows. I'm just going to brush my brows upwards. My brows are tamed. They are very, very, they behave. So they're easy for me to brush and everything and just, manipulate. And they're not laminated. No, they like that naturally. Lucky me. But yeah, anywho, for this step, we've got two different products, but I'm just going to show you. You can either use the Genius, superfine eyebrow pencil to just draw your brows. But in my case, I'm going to be using both. I'm going to be using the Genius superfine pencil, and I'm going to be using the Miss Rose brow tattoo, because I want my brows to sit and stay, not move the whole day. Since, well, you'll be getting married, you do not want to, if you just do your own makeup, you don't want to just keep carrying on and just, fixing everything time and again. So what I'm doing is just one look that is going to last you the entire day. Okay, so um, you can take your Genius brush. It's got a nice little spoolie on the other side, and just brush your brows. Okay, once you're happy with that, you can carry on and just draw your brows. Okay, I'm going to be using color number CO2, which is soft black. Reason why I'm using soft black is because, I want, I'm going to add the number 2 brow tattoo, which is quite dark. So I want to match that. Okay, so I'm going to be adding color like this. Another nice thing about doing your brows before you do your entire face is that, especially if you have thick brows, and your brow area will not be oily, and it will be easy for you to maintain that brow for an entire day. Like, I'm very oily when it comes to my brows and my eye area. Actually, my eyelids and my brows, they're very, very oily. So I prefer this before I apply my foundation. But however, if you don't have brows that are shaped, you can apply your foundation and then start applying the rest of your makeup, like your eyebrows and stuff. But I'm not going to be applying any foundation on my brows because I've got very oily eyebrows, and I just want them to stay matte the whole day. Yeah. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I'm going to be adding my Miss Rose in color number 2, which is this one. It's quite dark, but the way I'm going to be adding it, I'm not going to be adding it all over my brows. I'm just going to be adding it on the end of my brows. So, from there, if you want to know more about how to get an accurate size when it comes to brows and stuff, there is a tutorial that I have done before where I show you how I get my accuracy in terms of eyebrows, and how is the easiest way for you to start drawing your brows in order to get the perfect shape that you want. But yeah, this is it. I'm going to do them quite a little bit thin, not a lot, just a little bit, thinner than usual. Whoops. Okay, so now I'm going to define my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I have corrected my eyebrows using the Shiloh Beauty corrector, which is this one in color coffee, and I have blended the rest of the corrector over my eyelids just to create a nice eyeshadow base there. And now I'm going to put setting powder over it just to set it so that it's easy for me to control the brush and apply my makeup however I want. So I'm going to be applying powder using my beauty blender all over my eyelids to prep my eyes before I apply my eyeshadows. And on the other side as well. I'm not going to be using a very light powder or foundation to blend or to prep my eyelids because simply my eyeshadows have got real pigment in them, like serious pigment in them. So you can go very light if your eyeshadows don't have a lot of pigment. Okay, so I'm back and I have corrected my brows to sit the way that I want them to be in the shape. And I have corrected using the Shiloh Beauty corrector, and I have also prepped my eyelids for me to apply my eyeshadows. So how did I prep them? I applied the same corrector that I used to correct my eyebrows, and then I have set my eyes using the Shiloh Beauty Shiloh Beauty translucent powder in my shade, and using the beauty blender to just, so that it sucks all the oil and it's easy for me to just blend everything in place. So I'm gonna get straight to applying my eyeshadow palettes. So the eyeshadows I'm going to be using, it is the Focallure Endless Possibilities palette. I'm going to be using that to show you how to achieve your bridal eye look. So I'm going to first go in with my Choco Fist, which is this one, the brown shade. I'm going to go in with Choco Fist, especially on the outer corner. So basically I'm going to be creating a holographic C or V, from the outer corner of my eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna go in on the other side as well. just to make sure that you blend everything in place. So basically this would be my transitioning color. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with my Plum Baby, which is this one. The one that looks more like red. It looks like red, but it's like plum. It's a plum color. And I'm going to just apply over what I have applied. The ideal makeup for the bride, it's makeup that is soft and subtle, something that is not, too much or too intense. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here. The eye that I'm trying to achieve, it's subtle and not too much. I'm going to go in again with my Choco Feast just over the plum because I want it to be a bit deeper than and a little bit more less plummy, but a bit more to my brownies. You want to make sure that you blend everything well in place. Just make sure everything is blended in. Actually, add a little tiny bit more on the other side, on the side. Everything you do needs to look like on the other side. Your eyes need to look symmetrical. All right, so all right. So now once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go in with my lightest foundation, which is my Shiloh Beauty foundation in color Fur. I'm going to use this as my eyeshadow base to cut my crease. Okay, so I'm going to cut my crease using this from the inner corner of my eye. So basically, I'm just going to show you now what it is that I'm going to be doing. So, especially if you have hooded eyes, and you don't know where to cut your crease, you can always just take your small little mirror and you face down like this so that your eyes are, your eyelids are nice and stretched and straight, so it's easy for you to see where to cut your crease. So I'm going to be cutting my crease from here because I do have hooded eyes. You would want to take your time when doing this part, or should I say um, when you're cutting your crease, you would want to take your time when doing it because you want it to be clean and and neat, so there's no need for you to rush when doing this part of your eyes. Okay, so can you see my crease? Okay, so now I want to go in on the other side as well and do the same. Remember I said your eyes need to look symmetrical, so I'm going to cut from there and just simply cut my crease. I need to look down. Like I said, for this part, you need to take your time and make sure everything is in place, everything looks the same, and then you can continue with the rest of your look. All right. So I'm not going to be putting on powder over where I have cut my crease. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to be continuing with the rest of my makeup. I'm going to be applying eyeshadow directly over my foundation that I have cut my crease. Okay, now I'm going in with my Sandy Beach, which is the second one. It's more like white, like cream, in your cream white. So I'm gonna go in with that color where I have cut my crease. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to look down again while I'm applying this, because I want my entire lid to be covered in this eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in with that one. Don't worry about that. We are going to blend everything out once we are done applying our eyeshadows. You see, I'm patting it. I'm not rubbing it in because I do not want to ruin my cut crease, and this is the only place I want this color to be on my eyeshadow. So I am making sure to just pat where I'm applying it so that it does not run over my transitioning color. Okay, then I'm going to take my brush that I was using to apply my transitioning color and everything, and I'm just going to blend the edges of my crease so that it just, you know, slides and blends well, everything. Okay, once you're done with that, then you're going to need your smallest brush. For this, you can either use your shading brush because it's a bit more round in the front, but I'm going to be using this nice little brush inside the one of my palettes, and you know, just to get that pigment in there. So I'm going to go in now with my champagne, which is the gold, this one, in the inner corners of my eyes, because I want to sparkle. I want to look nice and glowy, and yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to, from this you're done, you're going to apply your liner and your mascara. And I will be back and show you the rest of the face, how to get a nice glowy and, you know, sun-kissed look for your wedding. Okay, so I'm back. I have applied my liner and I've applied my lashes and I have applied my Shiloh Beauty corrector and I have applied my Shiloh Beauty foundation all over my face, and I have applied my Shiloh Beauty corrector, and yeah, I have contoured a little bit, but if you want to go in depth in terms of contour and highlight, please check my previous video where I'll be going in and explaining how to contour and highlight. So I'm just gonna show you the rest of how to create the nice glow and everything for your bridal. So I'm gonna go in with my Shiloh Beauty contour palette, which is this one, to just, you know, contour a little bit more. I'm using this only because it's got this nice bronzy effect on it, like a bit of shimmer, especially on my cheekbones. So I'm going to be applying that. And on the other side as well. Okay, I'm also going to be contouring my forehead and my jawline. Okay, I've already contoured my nose, so I'm not gonna go there. I've already contoured my nose. You want more information about how to contour your nose, please do check my previous videos. Okay, now I'm adding on to the glow because I want the bronze effect. I'm going to be applying my Focallure baked blush. It's got, I'm going to be applying number 6, okay, for the dark skin. It's got like a nice shimmery effect, more like a bronzer, so I'm going to be applying that on my cheeks because I want the nice glow. And also just on the tip of my nose. And then we are going to go in with my favorite palette, the Radiant Image, to just exaggerate that shimmer and highlight and glow, because I want to glow. I want to look naturally sun-kissed and, you know, nice and beautiful, and yeah. So the next shade that I'm going to be using is the Goddess Glow and the Glow Up mixed together, because I'm looking for that nice shimmery effect, you know. Yes, so I'm going to be adding the two there just on top of my cheeks, because I want the look like, you know, when the sun hits you, the natural glow where the sun hits. That's the kind of glow that I'm looking for. The tip of my nose and on the sides of my nose as well, so that when the sun hits my face, especially on the sides, You can see that it looks like it's nice natural glow to it. And on my forehead as well, on my chin as well. And then I'm just going to take my brush, my powder brush. I'm just going to take my powder brush and I'm going to just blend everything in place. Where the matte is, I'm going to leave it like that, and where the shimmer is, I'm just going to leave it like that. Then the next part, I'm going to apply my fixing spray. Okay, there, just to get that nice, glowy look all over my face. I look like somebody's bride. Okay, now the next thing is the lips. Remember, we're going for the nice, elegant, but glamour look, but it needs to be elegant, it needs to be subtle. We can go crazy with the lips. So you have either a choice to just add a little bit of pink, but in my case, I'm just going to add my natural lips. I'm just going to do a nice simple gloss. I'm going to do a Focallure Ember number 2 gloss over my look, just to give me a nice, look. Some people prefer matte. If you want matte, you can do a matte that is natural, but for this look, I'm choosing to go with the glossy look. Okay, so there is my final look. When I'm done, I am going to quickly fix my hair and show you my bridal look tutorial when it's complete and everything. Be right back in a jiffy. Okay, so I have fixed up my hair. I'm about to put on my white gown. Okay, just kidding. Anyway, this is the final look for the bridal tutorial. And yeah, the ideal look is to look glamorous, but also elegant with a hint of highlights and bronzer, just so that you have the natural sun-kissed look on you, since while you're going to be outside, and everything. And that brings it to the end of today's tutorial. So please do visit our stores at Perfect Shade Cosmetics in PE, Cape Town, Durban, East Rand, and here with me at 382 Jan Smuts Avenue, Craig Hall in Randburg in Johannesburg for a free makeup and skincare consultation. And yeah, please do follow our Facebook page, our Perfect Shade Cosmetics Facebook page. And everything that is on my face, you can purchase it at www.perfectshade.co.za, and you can contact 079-272-4713 for further assistance. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and press that notification bell for every time I do post a new video. From me, Sam, love you lots.